Alright, okay, stream should be started now. Okay, stream officially started. I'm on the right scene. Um, yeah, okay, cool. It's just really delayed. Okay, I mean, that isn't too surprising. Alright, okay. I'm gonna try a new thing this stream. We just have this one on just a third desktop. I can show it up here, yeah. So we'll just do these two here. And if I need to wiki something, that's still on my left screen. But I don't need to check the Trello really in the locating. So, yeah, okay. Oh God, okay. So, looking at this, we have quite a few things on the backlog in JvS, and we still have a few bugs and problems here, and a few things that we're working on. I think this has mostly been fixed. You just have NPCs dying, I think, at the moment. But while I've been messing around with something yesterday, I actually discovered a new hook that I think I was aware of because I think I've used it before in the character system, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a different hook. Okay. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so I was made aware of a new hook yesterday. I think I put it in modules in here. Yeah, custom spawn effect. Network entity created. Is a net message you receive client side for when an entity is created. And so this here is just doing a custom spawn effect. That's all. It's fairly simple. We just have an elastic out progress, and we just rotate their angle. We need a custom lerp angle just because lerp angle itself clamps your progress between 0 and 1. So by doing it like that, it's a bit difficult to see what's being done, but it works. Though I'm slightly concerned that enable matrix, you can't see what's already in the matrix, um, which could potentially cause some problems. But I think that this seems to be working quite well. Um, the weird thing here, self is actually entity, not effect, but hey, it's the same way that the Garry's Mod spawn effect does it. Where did I get to in the crash menu? We just end up paying. Okay. Uh, I mean, local player won't exist here. I don't know. Crash menu I never got functional. It also required an API on the back end of it anyway that I've been writing. Okay, so let's think. So flag system rework something or no, I probably shouldn't start on something new. I should finish things up. Language system is okay. That's just I need to transfer phrases over. That's just time consuming. Um, Same sort of thing with no documentation system is missing things like notes and examples and deprecatedness. Um, internal should just add a note in itself, so it should just follow the note as a whole. Or it just adds in its own text, and this is internal, this shouldn't be used. I don't remember. Does it tell you on things? Okay, so deprecatedness just tells you we advise against using this. It may be changed or removed in the future update. Okay. And then an internal is again, it's just a note with a bit of text. But it's a hard-coded value that doesn't change. So where is it? Doc system. So notes, deprecatedness, and internalness. All three of those are just the same thing. And a note, I would say, is a bit like a description. Just not quite. I mean, let's just quickly write notes, I guess, into the documentation system. That's going to be in JvS. It's not. Oh, it's not a default module. That's slightly surprising. Okay, yeah. So do you have a comment somewhere? Yeah, we do. Defining things. No, not description. Note. Yeah, it calls the past description. So in my head, a note looks like note name blah blah blah. Do we have a type? Presumably. Warning. Okay, so local note info. Okay, they just merge it on top of, is what they're doing. So this can just be 0. Yeah, so note info, yeah, we just explode that on that. There shouldn't be anything else more in here. In theory, if this is nil, then something else has gone wrong. And it should error. There we go. Okay. Um, so then we have internal. Is internal a Boolean? Yeah, it probably should be. If we want to display it on the right that it's internal. So yeah, we can mark internal as true. So I suppose yeah, deprecatedness would also be the same. Um, yeah, there you go. We've got deprecatedness in there as well. These will probably need to be rendered in then, so they'll function as notes, but a note will handle stuff slightly differently. Okay. Um, okay, I'll test that later. Because I don't have any of the documentation system code currently on here. And then we need aliases and examples. So alias would link to another function or a URL, I guess. But yeah, and then examples are just it's painful to do. Because you have the whole description and then the code block. So you essentially will end up with like a mini thing inside. Which I'm not quite sure how to do. Without it being fairly messy. I mean, doc system is kind of messy as is, so I need to like separate code out. I guess we can leave the rest of that for now. So we still have a lot of these that are yet to be done. Most of which aren't too difficult, like set user group. There was supposed to be the issue of variable. Maybe that's why variable arguments. Adoption restrictor, maybe? Add choice restrictor could work. That would allow for dynamic arguments, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, let's have a look over check commands. And remember how choice is. Yeah, we call get autocomplete options. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. We don't call get autocomplete options here, though, do we? No, because we don't use... This doesn't have a choice thing. But it does it. You know, it doesn't remove them from the canned target pool, which is interesting. It probably should. No, because this is actually self is just the command system itself. It's not. There's no player in autocompletes. Okay. So just in the validator of it. So we're near the top. Yeah, here. We can add if choice like a choice validator exists. Yeah, there we go. And we just add a choice validator. Yeah, it doesn't see the variable. It's annoying. Add one. There you go. So we add that in. If validator, yeah, it's not valid thing. And now I just need to add this to the other things that also have choices. Which seems to be only a string. Which works. I don't think we want the choices info. Do we? Yeah, just do numbers there and then return something else. Yeah, validate. Oh no, we do call it the toString value. Should it be toStringed? We do toString it. That is really odd, just looking at that code. This doesn't make much sense. Okay, oh, we toString up here. Okay. But why do we two-number it down there then? What? I am so confused. Is this... I assume because the choices will only have a number on them, and so it's... Okay, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Because if it wasn't a number, it'd be nil here. Yeah, there's a weird restriction that's been enforced. That's not in the code. I'll put an assert in there, just so that that is not mistaken again. Because that's something that I could easily see being just completely missed and forgotten. And we have our choice validators in now. Yeah. And then we'll use the value of the value. Okay, yeah, that works fine. Okay, so we had a choice validator. And we also need to pass in self, apply, and then the value. Let's go down and let's also add that, because I assume that wasn't added in the previous one then. Self, apply, value. Yeah. So I would like to be able to hide the autocomplete options, but for some reason layer isn't passed in. No, player isn't. For some reason. I mean, I'll pass player. Is this the only place where? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just pass player in. Um, as well. To know the player exists in the autocomplete. Because this is supposed to be done server side, right? Yeah, it's done server side. So what we could just do is, yeah, we can just remove any value that doesn't work. Um, these two still need to be combined quite a bit. Boolean does not never has a choice. Yeah, that's not too surprising. Yeah, we can take the player in here and we can restrict things now. So if not find, then continue. And then just bring this down one line here. Let's also get rid of that. Okay, I mean, yeah, you can try take like the tiny, oh god, just delete the whole bit. The tiny bits of code that exist that you can say, yeah. It means that dynamic choices are also really easy to implement. Because you could just insert, yeah, no, that's the issue, that's why. I mean, so you can't negate it like that. You need to do, you still need to do it. That's annoying. So then you can bring it through the. Where has data.val come from? Oh, there. Okay, because of the key. Because it needed to be numerically based. Okay, I see. That makes sense. And then if self dot dynamic choices, then that that really has not understood it, has it? Oh, cool. I really need to not have emails pop up. There's like a do not disturb mode, isn't there? Is it under here? I don't remember what do not disturb is. Yep. Emails. Okay, that's going to be awkward. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Spotify. That was what the email was about. It was saying that my payment for Spotify. The issue is it's more if something like personal comes up. Like I don't mind people knowing like where I invest. It's more like, if a personal email comes through. Okay. I mean, I think I might just leave this here and just say to do, just as an example. For that one. Uh, though, let's also just, I mean, this one doesn't add, strings aren't sorted. Strings do not appear to be sorted. Interesting. They should be. So K is the output. So table dot sort by key, sort by member. I don't remember which sort I want. Okay, if it's not specified, it won't sort. It won't use a sorting function. So I should just be able to do options like that. And that should still work. Okay, I mean, let's try that and see how that looks and make sure nothing errors. Oh, I'm not actually on a server. Okay. Let's wait for that to load. Is this even... Yes, it was for the set user group. There you go, that's why I wanted it. Because I want to be able to restrict the arguments. Okay. Let's try change map. That looks to be sorted. That's not sorted, is it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, no, I is after G. Okay. Yeah, that looks sorted then. Yeah, okay, that's definitely sorted. Yep, okay. Yeah, that works. That is without a doubt sorted. Awesome. Okay. So that sorting worked. It should have already been sorted, but it wasn't. So, and let's just add in the comment there for dynamicness. Our players are currently sorted in any way. Nope, they don't appear to have any sort on them either. Okay. Let's also do the opposite of this one as well, and just not then continue. And oh no, I didn't want that. I wanted that one. And then let's go. Because it now means we can do extra validation here easier. And as player exists, we can do this. So now in the autocomplete, we won't have players that we can target appearing. No, can target is the opposite. I want not this. This is continuing to prevent the restriction. And we don't care if they're staff because target level doesn't apply for staff. I think can target isn't that great. You do not have permission to use this. You do not have permission to target this player. You do not have permission to target. Though this potentially should be just a language error string at this point. Okay, so this is C player. Um, but I can't get a player on because it's a local server. So that can be tested now. But I will equally. I mean, this is what. Let's just do this now. Valid data is equal to function. Okay, and then let's just move. I don't remember how to move this onto the right side of my screen. Over to the side. There we go. Okay, so let's get the player validator. This is for C player. Um, that is wrong. Oh, because input can only restricts in that way. In the first place. So okay, so the validator is identical. Looks like it. So we need self, player, and value. Um, about chars is what I'll go with. Player inputted args cares about player. And then yeah, this works. Actually, I wanted the bottom one probably. Uh, oh no, I still just haven't changed this one at all. Um, and then this one we take, and then we go if cares about chars and not has, then continue. So this way it goes that as we care about the characters, then we check this line. If we don't, then this line is just skipped. Okay, and then we need to get autocomplete options as well. Yeah. And then here. Let's just use this one. Because it appears to be weird again. And then we just copy this one over. Again, there we go. And so now, in theory, if this code just is not all wrong, what I should be able to do, needs admin appears to be unused. Yeah. Um. Uh. We can probably simplify the args down as well. But that is just complicating things. So the validator. I think we just return the player validator. There we go. And then I just need to test this. Okay. Any script errors that matter? No. Okay. So let's just run a refresh and then hope I've just not broken that. Okay. Cool. Target a nil value. 320. Self-input player true. Self-input player true. Self-input player. Yeah, it exists. I don't see the issue. Um, Tentacle method can target a null value. It appears. I do not know. I have too many prints here. It is a player command argument. That is what player is. What? self input player. Arg string player. Oh, because player doesn't exist here. That's why. Okay, there you go. Then it works. Yeah, and I can target myself. So I assume banning that the ban command, you know, uses target levels. Or is it ignoring target levels? I don't remember which way around it goes. It ignores. Um, okay. Has now been added. But apparently I can target myself, which I guess is probably. I mean, is that a exemption in the can target function? Um, yeah, it's a straight up override. Um, oh, the admin set needs admin is the permission check that is used. I see. Um, and it checks target level, and if target level is less than, yeah, okay, and then it checks if we need an admin perm, and if we do, then call that. Okay. Yeah, we can still implement a validator later, but I think the string validator is in there, right? Yeah, the choice validator. Okay. Um, so I guess let's try add the user group chat command then. Account management it would be. Oh, do I not have an unban command? Set user group. Sure. I mean, I suppose maybe we want to, um, when the new user group is created, is just add that in. Um, is there a hook for when user groups get loaded in? Uh, I don't quite remember. Uh, we do a callback on load user groups. Um, yeah, so here's the problem, is that we don't use anything that inherits as well. So what I'm tempted to do is just recalculate everyone's permissions. It is probably the easiest way of doing that. Um, yeah, there we go. Why does this handle stuff completely differently? That is so odd. And then this also has a we really shouldn't be using MySQL save for these. Because we actually do care about when the permission has done stuff. So, um, yeah, just downgrading them. But we don't seem to have a feature. Or I mean, I can add a hook for post user group load. Um, yeah, there we go. That was right there. User group dot loaded. Um, user group dot loaded. User group command. Okay. We probably could pass the user groups into this, but let's not do that. So now we've got the user group. We can now do we have a nice simple get all? Get groups. Yeah, user groups are very weird in how the API has been written because they are so old. That they are just that weird. And it's here, isn't it? Choice, command, command, self, choice, player. Yeah, user group system I hate, and really should get a full API redesign. Um, and then let's have a look at this can target. Yeah, get group info. Get group info. No, it needs to be greater than, because we should not be able to set people to our rank, I think. Unless, um, like we can probably add in an override here. Add in a Steam ID override here for the owners. Um, okay. Let's see how that works. I didn't save this file either. Let's don't do that. Let's run a refresh now. And let's see how this goes. Okay, so I probably don't have permission. Yeah, there you go, set user. Which isn't, necessarily great, but there we go. I mean, it probably needs to be prefaced with, like, player. Or use group.add group or something, or set group, probably. Actually, yeah, so we use group, so I'll update that. What was this for this? Yeah, you have the whole pest stuff, which is a bit, I'm not sure I quite like how much pest commands there are. Yeah, the chat commands never refresh. So it's like slash set user group, was it? Yeah. Type invalid name must be string. T8 invalid choice nil. Choice then 10. Oh. Okay, is it still working then? Okay, yeah, so it's stream. Sorry. It just told me the thing disconnected, so okay. So yeah, it's unhappy here because if not choice, then return false. But the choice validator isn't in the autocomplete. I have realized it needs to be in the autocomplete as well. Um, so this was on string. So if one validator is happy, there you go. There you go. That now does that, which will make this slightly more intensive. Bad argument pairs, table expected, 74. 49 SH register. $90. Ah, there's this here. No, I just got that in there as well. Okay, there you go. Super admin still seems to be there. Because player is nil, but somehow it's not erroring. That is impressive. For some reason. Let's do self-choice player. Is this the way the validator is meant to work? Self-player in the middle. And I've done it the other way around. Okay, this is not working. Um, yeah, we don't get the choice validate. I mean, maybe let's do a refresh. Maybe, or maybe this isn't being set. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I can set the user group for myself. Down rank. I don't really want to be able to do that, but I can set myself down to an admin if I wanted to. Um, so if I try super admin anyway, because it is just marked from nil to happy. Admin. 184. That is concerning me. Yeah. That passed. That got through. So the code is not quite right there, because the choice validator is not being used. Um, player self.choice value or value. I mean, potentially what I should do is I should see if it's a value in here in the get order complete options. Potentially. But I mean, it should fail here. There's somehow still. So if false, then return false. If false. I mean, there's already lots of prints in here, so I probably should just get rid of all prints. There we go, that now actually works. Okay, so it seems as if maybe it's because the file isn't reloading correctly or something. Could be the case. Um, so there we go. Yeah, that just doesn't go through. Okay, awesome. So, yep, and then dynamic options is almost there as well. We just now need to implement the dynamicness of that into each individual one. Which is it's a bit annoying. There's quite a bit to maintain. Implementing the choices and the validators and stuff into everything. Because each one sort of needs to have feature parity of things to work fully. Um, so yeah. I mean, most of this can actually just be like also can be stripped out and made its own thing, and then copy and pasted between the two. Um, like I can just call it player args and copy the table, and then insert new values into it. If I did do that, I'd probably want to make another archetypes folder, and separate them out that way. So it's a bit easier than like a 400 line file with a lot of functions. Um, so yeah, okay. So that's a user group. I didn't actually make it functional though. So let's do that now. Um, I mean, it's got the right idea. But that's not quite right. Um, I don't even remember the command, the function. The user group system is such a mess. Is it to set user group? Uh, set players group, player rank, um, local callback. No. Yeah, there we go. What does the sign user group do? It does that. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Um, yeah, it's case sensitive. Which is probably potentially a little annoying, but mm. Yeah, so this should function. So I guess I'll do it. Passing 102, attempt to call nil value 182. Isn't that the same line as it was before? Yeah, no function. I think that should still be a function. It still doesn't know how to call it though. Okay. Let's call it refresh. Okay, cool. Let's see if this time there's not then a set function. Four, three, three. I am now an admin. Yeah, it doesn't see my rank or anything. It really should. I don't actually know if there is a way to see my user group. Um, what are my permissions I can have? I apparently can't, I can't no clip. Yeah, I can't no clip. Um, so yeah, okay, that worked. That sent me to an admin. Um, user group. Oh god, where is it? Running code, user group system. User group system dot set player group super admin. Set player group. Really, not players group. That doesn't seem. I don't like that. There you go. I should now be able to no-clip again. Yeah, there you go. Cool. I mean, I should probably get a print saying your user group and permissions. Your user group has been updated. That really should be done. Um, yeah. Um, SHSV. No, that can't even work, actually. So we don't even need that. Okay. So set user group functions as well. So that worked nice. So this also now means that we can implement validation for other things as well, so like set rank. Which we were kind of wanting to not force a set rank. Um, if you were not an admin, we can then apply restrictions this way. Dynamicness, working on the other arguments is going to be a bit difficult. Because the data isn't really there. Um, yeah, oh yeah, this is also the spawn effect. That I was talking about. It's quite a simple one. Okay, yeah, so I want this way. So all of these that are still a pain today. Why has God not been done? Oh, God hasn't been tested. God works. Uh, Flags just aren't actually used. What's this? Oh, assign dates. Okay, that's an advanced feature. Okay, I was about to get really excited there. I thought, ooh, nice. But no, standard Atlassian thing. They give you a terrible product. But the paid version is half decent. I mean, there is some nice stuff about Trello. Uh, yes, return is still all the teleport commands are painful. Whitelist faction. Is the whitelist system even in by default? I'm not even sure if the whitelist system exists in the code. Um, no, it doesn't appear to. I know it is here. Um, SV file. What? Um, you can really see the date on this code. Um, Yeah, I mean this alone is a bit odd. Um, because of how old that must be. Uh, okay. Um, is there some form of database store for? Oh, there is. There is a faction whitelist. Wow. Okay. Very bad code. That's also slightly insecure. Uh, but yeah, it's not great, but it's I guess fine. Um, so we do need a faction. Let's just also clean up the code. Um, do we not pass in faction data? We really should. Faction data, fact name. Um, yeah, because we don't care. If it's default, it's not something we care about. Um, and then it uses false here. That should be a false. Oh. Okay, this is the only thing that uses it, but I'll use equal false. Um, oh no, this faction is the faction data, from what I'm saying. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Can player join faction. If it equals false, then continue. Alright. This should function. And so... Oh god, there are even spaces in here. Oh. There you go. Okay. Shadows binding online. There you go. Cool. If boolean and string or nil, what? Boolean or nil, I don't see why we use string. And the reason we're using nil should mean that we end up with a nil value. If they're not whitelist, they become unwhitelisted. So in theory, I mean, I could rewrite this networking here, which I probably should, given how intensive player load it is. There's way too many net messages. In general being sent around then. 2 players, which I am slightly concerned about. This one is quite an, yeah. This is quite an important one. I guess what I could do is have like an initial function that wraps everything in. So it's saying this is important data with a high priority, and then just get it to handle the networking after that. Could work. Would also help with preventing clients from crashing on first join. Because there's potentially a lot of net messages that get sent that does need to be fixed. Okay. Anyway, let's test whitelisting. Okay, so if I go Lou_run, let's just print the table actually. Entity 1 dot faction white list. It's empty, as you would expect. Why am I doing that in the console? Me print table me no me add faction whitelist Grey Jedi. I don't remember if that's an E or if it's an A. Incorrect integer value. Okay, that shows you this code was not even tested once. Wonderful. So use the Steam ID. So we actually want Steam ID 64 and it did 32. Wonderful. Okay, let's test that again. And then let's print the table. We have Grey Jedi equal true. Okay. And if I allow SV underscore sys lower. Oh, that's a weird variable name. Get faction whitelists could also work. this is the SV file, and I expect that in the SH. Okay. This should be char. Okay. Use restrict. Well, the restriction system, I don't quite remember how it works. Do these need to be shared? I think they do. They do. There is no networking. Yeah, these are shared. So this needs to be defined, probably shared. Um, yeah, looks like it. Um, I mean that works, but I don't know. Autocomplete. I mean, autocomplete wasn't used for the other class type. Um, though actually, does whitelist even matter here? I mean, it is a restriction that we do care about. So yeah. Uh, okay. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I don't quite like that autocomplete. Um, line 8. Let's just go this child matter instead. Um, the other whitelist, yeah, they will exist, but it's still complaining. Oh, that is bad. And it worked. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got a register class whitelist. And then let's make a check command. I think it's good commands. I really should just remember by now what it's called. Yeah, see the check commands just are here. They're just in places. Oh, different type of warp. I was looking for this last time we streamed. Why? What was I working on last time that required me to do this? The Buddha system command. There we go. Okay, and then inside of here, new file. What is the player? Let's go with okay, let's just get check command up on the command management side. Probably we'll need something very similar to this one. So let's just copy and paste in and comment it out. Just put it there. Okay, chat command dot play whitelist player whitelist faction. We can probably ignore target level on this one. Get not joinable. Because we have a joinableness, we then just need a not joinableness. Okay. Though the joinable one is in the wrong place. Get joinable. Yeah, exists here, which it should not. It should exist in the faction system. Instead, which is here. Yeah, like this has needed to be moved for a long time, and I just have not. Function get not joinable. Um, there you go. So that one will work. Back name, it should be name, like that. Okay, there we go, function data. I don't... Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Whether I like how long it is and stuff. The wireless function is there. Yeah, I mean, I do kind of want to start getting categories. So if there's a dot in their name, I want to group them up and like store them there in like a tree of sorts. Um, because yeah, some of these versions are a bit iffy. Uh, okay. And then let's just refresh. And then we should have no, we shouldn't have anything. There should be no joinable factions, to my knowledge. So it should still be fine. Um, yeah, it never actually calls add choice, so it never restricts. Um, I mean, what we can do is that if length, yeah, we can just return and do a, yeah, we don't have a remove function though. But yeah, it won't register. Um, if there is no joinable factions. Yeah. Okay. I mean, ideally this should get um let's just invalidate. Um yeah, okay, cool. So now what do we do? So I mean whitelist faction isn't done. No, don't don't pretend that it is. Okay, yeah, it's a bit confused there. Very confused. Yeah. Which is kind of understandable. I mean, no, actually, no, that's entirely stupid how it's attempted to do that. Function name, there you go. Um, yep, message and then players. Yeah, let's. Okay. So here we will send targets, and then here we will have whitelist. Let's give a color. Let's go yellow. Then color underscore white. You have been whitelisted to the faction name. I mean, I could say click me to do something. But that would require me to network it to the client. I mean, yeah, actually, that would be a really nice quality of life feature, is to click the whitelist message and just transfer your character across. Let me actually add that as a to-do. When whitelisted to a faction, make the text clickable so that they can yeah, when whitelisted to a faction, make the text clickable so that they can, if they wanted, whitelist clickable, let's go with. Don't write paragraphs in the to-dos, write them in the descriptions. When a player is whitelisted to a faction, I misspelled faction, whitelisted. When a player is whitelisted to a faction, make it so that the text that appears in chat will give them a prompt giving a warning about rank loss. We'll give them a prompt giving a warning for if they want and for if they give them a prompt, which also that's not great English, that's pretty bad English, but that works. Which also allows them to transfer to the faction. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that's player whitelist. Which it will let anything through, so let's go Grey, Jedi. This really should be multiple. Attempt to call 182. Set function was never registered because of a pair. Okay. Let's just comment that out for now. You've been whitelisted to the faction Grey Jedi. That's whitelisted to R. No, faction name. Oh god, don't mess up. There you go. Okay, let's run that command again. Has you've been whitelisted to the faction. Yeah, there you go. And yes, I want to make this clickable. Which isn't too difficult to do. It's just a bit tedious. Because you actually need to make a net message instead of just sending a chat message. You have to make a unique one for each one, because clickableness can only be decided at client side. So, okay. But whitelist worked. Let's maybe also quickly add a unwhitelist as well. Yep. There you go, I knew what I wanted. Let's just keep going. I mean, maybe... I mean, we could add like a whitelist remove add... but even unwhitelisted from the fraction. It's unwhitelisted. It's unwhitelisted from... There you go. Okay, cool. So... I can totally spell menu. See, how does that look in logs? Yeah, see, this shouldn't just show players involved, it should show the full log info. I mean, what I want to try at some point is get a really big, like, involved command. I want to see a really big one. I mean, I think technically kicking all players probably would do that. If I did like a slash kick, like star. And just kick everyone from the server. I think that would get a nice big involved list. But that's not something that's seems to be that's not something that I think will ever happen. Anyway, okay. So whitelist now works. Unwhitelist hasn't checked, but should work. So I'm not going to test. Because if whitelist works, then how would... Oh, I mean, is it remove? Yeah, it is remove faction whitelist. Yeah. There is nothing different with them. Okay. So we then have the teleports, the set faction, the set rank, the promote and demote. So promote and demote, that is intended for... have I not actually done a... Yeah, I see. I mean, there's the on promote and on demote stuff there. I mean, I could just call a promote function instead. These are the old commands, I think. Yeah. Um, so yeah, this is how the old commands used to look. Lots of validation. Yep. That could be applied in a validator, actually. I don't remember if I added the validator into it. I don't think I did yet, but that could be done there. Restricting the validator down. Okay. Um, yeah, you can't target yourself with this one. But promoting should ignore target level. Because it cares more about the stage than... Because a super admin could be a private, and an admin or like a mod be below. Okay then. Yeah, so yeah, basically just copy and paste this. So let's copy this. Go to account. It's account management. It's not really account management. It's more character management. Let's make let's menu. Which is menu is not account management. Kicking bots. Ban. Ban. Kick. Yeah, that's mostly so let's go character. Char management dot lower. Alt command. There we go. So yeah, this is just where it's going to just have no clue. I guess. Okay. Um, so what was the command style here? Just promote. Um, char promote. Promote.user, is that what it was called before? Yeah, promote.user. Add cplayer arg. Yeah, so I now need to see if this has a custom validator option on it, or a choice validator option. I doubt it. I don't think I added it in. But thankfully, because they're both it's three functions, it makes it nice and easy. Um, for now, well, yeah, and then the arguments need to be added into one as well, which I might do now. Simplify things as well. Okay, so we have our arguments in one table. There we go. Okay. Then if no, because that's done in the validator, but returns false if it fails. Um, when really it should just remove the value. Oh no, because it should apply them. It should apply the checks here anyway for this one. Um, and just go with if we have no players then. Um, yeah, this will just go the name or will restrict the names. I think down. Don't know why found is used. No need for found. Hair. Just yet. There you go. Other than and then there we go. Um, yeah. I feel as if a lot of this needs to be brought into its own function again to like validate player because there's just so much other stuff in here. Um, Yeah, that I don't care about. That can go from there because we validate it there. This then does all its validation there, which is fine. But we have multiple, like, yeah, we just have so many validates that I'm tempted to just kind of put them into their own function. And try it. I mean, it's basically the player validator. We kind of use the player validator in the others we want to restrict our arguments. Well, we don't because it returns false for them. Because the validator is at the end, it's final. And nothing should be invalid in it. It doesn't mess with the data needs to be messed with beforehand, so. Okay. Yeah, you can't promote yourself. The arguments are entirely wrong. Itself player. I mean, target is correct. Actually, it just looks wrong. Still play target. Um. Yep, you cannot promote because we don't. Their factions are different. Um. Oh wow. Go pilot. That's crazy. Let's manage to do that. I mean, I'm not surprised, but also just crazy. It's also actually been really kind and made the code a bit cleaner in terms of what is actually outputted. I don't think there is any other choice validators for it. Let's see what it attempts to compute. Uh, it has no intention of computing anything further there. It believes it's done. Which I would agree. P's player rank, which is unneeded. There you go. Yeah, I'm just amazed by it understanding how to take like this from like this stuff up here. Like that just seems crazy. Now I just need to see whether it actually worked. Um, because it's been implemented 3 different times, technically. And so there's lots that could have gone wrong. So I should still try and see how that goes. Because yeah, there is a chance that just something will have been copied wrong or something like that. Okay, let's run a full refresh. Let's save that as well. I should have saved that ahead of time. That's fine. Then I need to add the permission, which will be a bit annoying. And I do think this should probably be changed. SV faction table index is nil 21. Okay, so whitelisting system did not work. Not too surprising. It was faction, right? 21. Yes, here. Value is null. Of course value is null. I want faction. Cool. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, because it's a runtime error. It doesn't. We don't log runtime errors. No, non-runtime errors. What am I wanting here? I need to give myself permission, and then I want. Wow, something has gone wrong. I expect because of the script error we got. That was the only one that happened, right? Yeah. Okay, that was the only error. I'm assuming that it broke the for loop. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what happened. It broke the for loop. Okay. So now there's no script error that time. And now I should be able to actually open my menu. Yes, okay. And then there should be a promote other faction. I appear to already have permission for it. And promote to user I already have permission for. Presumably because they're already my permissions, because they're that yeah, they're that old, that would be it. So char promote IPES table expected got nil 377. 377 choice validator. Choice validator. Choice validators, let's go with. Yeah, tiny bit concerned here. There we go. Okay, slightly confused as to why it was written, why it did that. And I messed up when it wrote it. Fun. I do probably still need to do the whitelist for a class command as well, but not too sure how I want to do that because I don't know about the autocomplete. Do 5. Character management. Attempt to index the local target. A nil value, 125. Peculiar. Because it's not target, is it? Wait, no, where is this? Character management, it's all the way up here. Yeah, no, because this is a string, so this is fine. No, this isn't a string, this would be a target 125 here. Target get char. Okay. What's the C arg, so it should already have a character on it. So that's not the problem. 125, 275. 275 B, what's V in this context? We're looping over the validators, but we're never looping over the characters. How's the validator being called? Sure. You can't promote yourself. It's telling me that. Yeah. So it does throw my name up, which is odd. Because I thought in the autocomplete it would get rid of me. Yeah, it should get rid of me. So the fact it hasn't gotten rid of me is odd. Um, if not valid, then continue. It's still throwing me as an option, which makes no sense. Attempt to concatenate plier user value. Fine. Yeah. And then validator self player P. Because it continues. Ah. There we go. That's the issue. And now I can no longer promote myself. Nice. And it can even tell that. um, and is the validator failing here as well? Yep, that's what's happening here. Is the validator is failing here as well. Yeah, there you go. So it will now successfully ignore me in this. So I'll actually also say the same thing here as well. This field is required and no player was found, even in the up arrow, which means that yeah, it's failing. And I think add is also a thing that was added. Wrong way. I don't remember all of the options. Yeah, add is getting the eye trace. Cool. Okay, so that's promoting done. I don't remember if demoting had a different command. Um, it might do. Or not command. Had a separate. Um, no, it didn't have a different requirement. To be honest, you should just let people demote themselves. I think technically that should be fine. Um, oh, it's player, not ply. Was the old one. Yeah, again, it's going for the. No. No, if rank is equal or greater, you cannot demote this player. I am tempted to maybe implement logging for some of this, but that would be a pain to implement. So, okay, has demoted to rank. Yep. Yeah, there we go. So that's demotion done as well. Because the base code should work. So I written that, and then that'll be tested another time. I will need another player to test that, but that's fine. I'll do that off stream. Okay. Then set rank and set faction still need to be done. Okay. The admin set still needs to be done as well. Important. I thought that is what Buddha was, which was tested. I've got a Buddha. Instead, but yeah, there is a Buddha command, isn't there? Yeah, which now means that I take. God, I have so much damage. Still took most of it. Yeah, and in theory I want to go down into like a last stand mode when I take that much damage. Oh, I have healing. That's scummy. But that's fine. A Buddha. I mean, this Buddha is temporary, but I want to have a Buddha permission, I guess. Or maybe flag. I need to. I think permission because then that because then that God. Uh, um, okay. Yeah. So with a permission, a flag could then be given to provide that permission. Um, for the person, we can just have like a Buddha flag, and we can assign that flag to event characters. Um, so permission works quite nicely. Uh, it's event characters. No, I think that's actually on one of the other Trellos. Even though it should be on the Osiris base stuff. It's not on this one. It's on this one. Yeah, there you go. So, okay. Yeah. Um, I mean, I'm slowly getting through these commands, but some of them still need to be written. I mean, you've got this warn that, so I still need to implement warns. And what I'm expecting for warns is I'm planning on doing something very similar to. I should add like a command here for like submenu. That'd be quite nice. For logs where you kind of have the info about the player and the character that it was. And then presumably the admin as well. Yeah, this only shows the players involved. It doesn't necessarily show the admin that ran the command, I don't think. Yeah, this shows. Ooh, script error. Interesting. Because it's a bot. Um, yeah, so it just doesn't involve the character there at all. But it could also just be because in the log message it doesn't. It says kicked by admin, not kicked by the player that kicked them. Which could be the reason. Okay, cool. Well, also, I mean, logs just need to be cleaned up quite a bit in like client-side code wise. And I want to implement where is it? I need to figure out how to implement the type as like a list, which is going to be a bit of a pain. But I think I know how I intend to do that. I mean, I don't remember. Does it need to match? It does. Okay. Yeah, you can. There's probably some complex stuff I can do. Okay. Well, it's about time for lunch, so I'm probably going to end the stream here. And the stream might start up after lunch. I don't know. It probably will. But I'm gonna stop the stream here.